Let me guess, you are currently doing all of the things in your business, and yet you are so frustrated because you still don't feel like you're making the money that you deserve. Well, in this video, I want to share with you the 5 things that you are likely doing that is subconsciously blocking you from making the type of money that you want to in your business. And since we're on the topic of money, I want you to just check in right now and see how you are feeling when you hear the word money. Now, oftentimes people subconsciously block money from coming to them because they avoid the topic of money, and it gives them a sense of anxiety and overwhelm anytime that it enters the conversation. Now, for you, this might look like feeling so much anxiety and overwhelm and resistance to logging onto your bank account. It might be a feeling of doom that comes up every single time you see that you have to pay a bill. One of the most important things that I want you to focus on that made a huge difference in my own life is starting to neutralize the energy of money by simply taking time every single day to be close with the money that is here. And I'm telling you, this is really uncomfortable. Back in 2020, before my business exponentially blew up, I felt so avoidant around money. Like I literally would not open my bank account because it gave me so much anxiety. And what I started doing to just help create a more healthy relationship and a neutral energy around money so it didn't feel as emotionally charged was just spending time every single morning logging on to my bank account. It was one of the very first things that I did, and very quickly I started feeling okay every single time I logged onto my bank account. And that's how I knew that I wasn't experiencing that anxiety and that overwhelm anymore, and more importantly, I wasn't avoiding money. Which leads me into the second piece. If you are treating money like that trashy ex-partner that you want nothing to do with, how do you think money's gonna feel? You are in a relationship with money, whether you like it or not. And I really want you to take a moment to just evaluate this relationship almost as if it was a partner. Would this partner be sleeping on the couch based on how you talk about money, how you treat your money? Are you a safe haven for the money that is already here? Because if you're not, you are subconsciously blocking more money from coming to you because you haven't proven that you are a safe vessel for the money that you already have. So the very first thing that you can do is start to change the way that you talk about money. Obviously, changing the way that you treat money. Again, looking at it as a relationship, because if you were to look at it as a relationship, you're going to see very clearly, if this is a human being, would this human being want to be around me? If the answer is no, then that is an invitation for you to change the way that you act, change the way that you feel, and change the way that you talk about money so that you can unblock yourself. And speaking of relationships, one of the things that you're probably doing right now is blocking yourself from receiving in general in other areas of your life. Just the art of receiving is going to allow for you to receive more money. And this is so huge, especially for women. It's so hard for us to ask for help. It's so hard for us to actually receive, whether it's compliments, a coffee from a friend, a dinner, anything and everything. Sometimes I don't know what it is, like it's just so hard to receive sometimes. And a little step that you can take this week is to just notice when you are blocking yourself from receiving and how you can actually flip the script to allow yourself to receive. And one of my favorite, and this is cute, don't make fun of me, but one of my favorite things to do is when I notice that someone is trying to give to me and maybe I'm about to impulsively be like, no, it's okay, I got it. No, you don't have to pay for that coffee, or you don't have to do X, Y, and Z, or oh yeah, you're complimenting me, but this top, I just got it at a thrift shop, right? Anytime that I impulsively want to do that, rather than going into the old pattern, I take a moment, I take a deep breath, and I say, thank you. I received that. Thank you. I received that. And it's just a cutie little phrase that you can incorporate in that is not only going to start training you into receiving in other areas of your life, but it's also going to start showing you how much you are already receiving. And when you focus on what you are already receiving, guess what? Like attracts like, and you are going to be an energetic match for more money coming into your bank account. And since we are on the topic of being a match for more money coming into your bank account, we're gonna have a little bit of a tough love conversation right now. One of the main things that you are probably doing to subconsciously block yourself from attracting more money is just simply not taking action and creating the channels for more money to flow to you. I hear this from a lot of clients where they'll say, you know, I haven't made the money that I've desired in my business. And I'll ask them, well, what have you been doing over this last month to be able to create opportunities for sales and opportunities for more money? And then they'll say, well, I haven't posted on my social. I haven't sent any emails to my list. I haven't actually talked about my offer at all. And I'm just like, well, babe, of course money hasn't come to you because there's no channels for money to flow into your life and into your bank account. So as obvious as it sounds, so many people resist more money because they just simply don't show up and take action on the things that will allow for money to come to them. And so if you are sitting your pretty booty back, not taking action, not showing up, this is the tough love conversation that we need to have right now, because if you want more money, you need to show up and be that energetic match through the action you are taking in order to attract the money that you desire. So I want you to just take a moment and ask yourself, on a action basis, on a doing basis, what are 3 things that I can commit to over this next week to just create a channel and an opportunity for people to pay me? This could be as simple as sending out an email to your newsletter. It could be doing a flash sale on a specific offer. It might be as basic as actually sharing on your Instagram stories that you have an offer. But the point is, when you start showing up and taking action and creating those opportunities for people to actually pay you, guess what? People are gonna pay you. But the flip side to number 4 is actually number 5 on our list, which is you are playing a game of whack-a-mole with your money and only expecting and hyper-focusing on only one channel that money can come to you. And the reason I say whack-a-mole is because I want you to paint a picture in your mind, right? We are at the arcade right now. You've got that like big foamy hammer thing, whatever it's called, and you're about to start playing a game of whack-a-mole. Now, the point of whack-a-mole is to whack as many moles as possible, right? And there's a bunch of different holes that the moles will come out of. Now, imagine if you were playing a game of whack-a-mole and you were only focusing on one hole out of the like dozen that are on the table. You're probably not gonna get as many points, right? So I want you to think about the ways that money can flow to you in that same vein. If we're so hyper-focused on one channel being the only way that money can come to us, then the moment that that channel doesn't perform or operate at the level we desire, our mind starts talking ourselves out of the ability to make the type of money that we want. And so what having multiple channels or multiple opportunities for people to pay you, whether it's multiple channels in which you're marketing or multiple offers that you're selling, what this does is take the pressure off of money having to come to you in one specific way and instead get you into the energy of, there are so many different ways that people can pay me. And it doesn't have to come from this one way because I trust that it's going to come no matter what. These are the 5 different subconscious ways that you might be blocking yourself from attracting the type of money that you desire. And I'm so curious, I wanna hold y'all accountable. Put in the comments below, out of these 5, which one is most present for you right now? And stay tuned for later videos where we're gonna dive more into the energetics of money, your mindset, and how to build a scalable multiple 6-figure business online. If you haven't already, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.